made strawberry puff pancakes for dinner tonight, and I want to show you just how easy it is to make it. Strawberry puff pancakes are actually one of my favorite little breakfast meals to make. Sometimes I make it for dinner, not necessarily just breakfast. This is a really big recipe though. I use a 13-inch pan. If you need to do it for less people, I would say halve the recipe and do it in a 10-inch pan instead. I begin with my 13-inch cast iron skillet, and then I add half of a cup of butter. And I'll place this in the oven at 425 degrees just until that butter has melted. While that's melting, I'll put together my batter. It's so easy. I actually do it all in my blender. I start with 8 large eggs, 2 cups of whole milk, 2 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg. And then I'll mix these together in the blender. Once that's blended up well, then it's ready to go. I do like to wash everything off right away because if any of the batter sticks to it, it's a little harder to get off later. Now that my butter's all melted, I'll add my batter to it. And I like to just kind of pour it in the middle because I don't actually want it to mix with the butter. I want the butter to stay separate so that you get this lovely little separate butter flavor as you're eating it. And then I'll place this back in the oven for anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. I want it to be nice and fluffy and brown. While that's baking, I'll get my topping going. I'll want to add 1/4 of a cup of butter to a skillet, put it on the pan, and get that to melt. While I'm waiting for the butter to melt, I'll quarter my strawberries. These have been hulled already, so it should go pretty quick. Now that the butter's melted, I'll add my 2 pounds of quartered strawberries, 1/4 of a cup of sugar, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'll place that on the stove and cook it until the strawberries get warm, but I don't want them to be too soft, so I try to be careful about this. I still want them to have that integrity to them. I'll then place this off to the side and wait for my puff pancake to get done. All right, and it is all done. And look at it, it's so gorgeous. It's got those sides that pop up. And if you mix it in with the butter, the sides won't do that. So really important that you don't. And then I pour my strawberries right on the top, and they just get held within that little cavity. And then you have this lovely meal that looks like it took forever to make, when in reality, it's super fast.